Ava, go get the black phone and is it charging? Let me. Hi, son. Are you coming out here to chill? Coming to play outside? Okay, buddy. When your sister, look, boy, come here. Come here. Listen, when your sisters come out, y'all can go in the yard and stuff, okay? Yay. Go walk. Huh? Go walk. Yeah, you could definitely go play in the yard as soon as Sissy come out, okay? Go down there. Yeah, you can go down there, Mom. Hey, beautiful. What's up, cooling with the crew? Salute, salute. Going down. Straight, yep. Stay with your brother, though. Y'all see the title, man. I was hoping somebody or a couple of y'all come up here and give me some insight. What do the people want? You know, and the reason I say that or ask that question is because, you know, we often talk about the problems of the world, problems of different cultures, blah, blah, blah. We do, and it's good to talk about. But what do the people want? Like, what do we want? You know what I'm saying? We talk about a lot of problems. We don't never talk about what we individually or as a collective want to see done or changed. You know what I'm saying? I think that's just my personal opinion on things. Stay with your brother. Peace, peace. But no, I just wanted to give the people an opportunity if y'all wanted it to just chop game with me, man. If you could change something or you could fix something or if you could contribute or impact the world, what would you do? What could you do? You know, me personally, I think ignorance is the key. Intellectual, you know, we got a lot of mental midgets out here. Thank you, beautiful.
You want the charger?
I don't know. No, I'm cool. Go up in my room on my dresser and get that speaker. Okay. You're so pretty. So pretty, baby. Coach Dude, Jalen, peace, peace. Oh, yeah, let me, I'm tripping. Oh, I said I'm tripping. Hold up. Let me drop this link. But yeah, you know, like I was saying, we talk about the problems, which we should. We know about, you know, certain problems that each culture has and people as a whole have. We understand the dynamics to that. So what do you want to do? What could you change? What would you change? How would you change it? What would you do personally on an individual level? If you can make the decision to change something and it would actually change the whole dynamic. You know, I say ignorance. I would make sure, you know, people weren't so stupid. By definition. By definition. Every time I go live, it's a loud car that gotta come through here. I swear to God. Look at you, pretty girl. Thank you, beautiful. It's heavy. Yeah. Well, you strong, so it works out, man. But yeah, that's what I say, Coach. You know what I'm saying? That's me. Stupidity, ignorance. Like parents is raising little ignorant motherfuckers. Chances are you got a benefit of the doubt with me, but chances are you're gonna raise a little ignorant motherfucker, man. And that just keeps it going. It just keeps it going. I don't know. That's me though. Just imagine that if the parents taught the kids respect us, you know, respect yourself. Uh, Respect is earned. No need to, you know, have that 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 wall that we have. You know, that wall. Like you can't tell me nothing. I know. This is stupid. Just stupid. When that little kid or that young man or woman goes outside and they carry those morals and principles, now you're taking away from the ignorance. You see what I'm saying? It goes on so many levels with me. So many different levels of ignorance. But dealing with ignorance, you're gonna act on it, and that's kind of the problem right now. A lot of motherfuckers is ignorant. I would change the discipline for him. Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. See, now we get it. Sugar Girl, TM. Peace, Queen. Peace, Queen. Marley, you can go down there if you want to. Okay. Ava, did y'all clean up y'all breakfast in the table? Is the table still in the living room? Then you ain't clean it. Go in the house and clean up. Kids think they slick, man. I tell you, man. I tell you. Yep. Go with sissy, buddy. No, don't be sorry. It's okay, buddy. But what would you change? What do you mean when you say the discipline? You would change the discipline. Like, what does that? What does that mean? You know, you got mental discipline, emotional discipline. You got how we whoop our kids or why we whoop. Go help your Go help your sister, sir. I see you. I see you. Yo, what's up? No, my shit ain't working. Hold up, y'all. I want to play my music out here. I want the neighbors to hear me today. Maybe I'm wrong. Clean up. Man, I'm glad to talk to y'all. I am glad to talk to y'all. Period. In general, you know. But I wanted the people to have an opportunity because I do these live streams. I do videos. I'm on other channels where we talk about problems and situations and things like that. But I don't never hear a person, you know, I never see the opportunity for people to get on, talk, and see what they would change. Because now I can get a consensus of where the people's heads at. You know, you know what I'm saying? Big pressure, peace, God. Yeah, take the time, man. Take your time. I just started, so everybody ain't supposed to be ready when I'm ready. You know, I want to put this music on the speaker. What's up? But that's my personal opinion. That would be my first objective: is get the ignorance out of here. And yeah, it definitely 100% helps to know true history, law, you know, anatomy, biology, psychology. We'll go play. Y'all free to go. Go, fool. Throw it in the grass. Yeah, now go find new bugs. Yeah. Velvet, Alley Cat, Peace Queens, Peace Queens. Make sure y'all hit that like and all that good stuff, man. I was thinking I'm gonna go live every day till my birthday. Birthday on the 6th. So I think I'm gonna go live every day. Today I'm gonna go live again today too. Hey, beautiful. Can you go grab me a pop? Thank you, beautiful. But I'm gonna go live every day until my birthday. Then on my birthday, I'm gonna go live again. But two nights now, I've been thinking about it. Like, what would the people do? It's cool to point out problems. It's cool to, you know, identify the obvious on a lot of levels. But what would you do? What would you do if you could change shit? You did? Yeah, Leo. And I hear about it all the time. About my Leo characteristics. 810. My y'all know Marcus. I done told y'all the story about Marcus, the guy who ran out of shoes on us. Right. You ain't gonna go get me a square and a lighter too. But Marcus, if y'all been around, y'all know that story. We got into it. He ran out of shoes on him. His his lady's nephew, his birthday on the same day as mine. And I kind of kept that little nigga out of trouble, even though his whole man. Let me stop. Almost got out of pocket on him. But anyway. What would the people do? What would you do? You know, the link is in the chat. What would you do if you could change the world? I don't care if it's for better or for worse. It ain't my business. It's open discussion. What would you do? I will make sure motherfuckers wasn't ignorant mentally. understood respect, understood morals and principles. That would be my, hey boy, get over there with him. Don't let him do that. I would make sure that was instilled in everyone. Because a lot of parents, as much as they love to say they parents and they raising their children, and you can't tell them shit. You ever been around some of these little ass kids? Badass motherfuckers. I wonder why. Thank Princess trying to get that camera time. I seen that. Yeah. Okay, baby. You trying to sneak around, leave everything alone. Sugar girl.
What's going on?
Peace, queen.
Peace and blessings to you. All praise to the Most High. Man, this is once again a good topic. What would I change? What would I change? Hold on just a minute.
Yeah. Psychologically speaking, people always want what they
Okay,
can't.
what would I change?
What would you change? It could be anything.
I would change the
What would you
mindset.
change?
And
Over there.
when I say the mindset, I would change, how we think and how we view and take away the fact that, we always got to be on the bottom. I want us on the top, change the mindset, elevate your mind. Um,
Absolutely.
know
Yeah.
that you can be, what would I say, a part of those, like you can be in that number of greatness or, like take away the fact that, like you got to be white to be right or any of that. Just know that you ain't got to be on the bottom.
That's
That's
it.
what I would say. Just know you're not on the bottom.
So self-esteem as well. Then
Mhm.
that
That's what I would change.
the right mindset will definitely change the self-esteem of people.
Right, right. Just
Absolutely.
know that just know that you can be great too. You're
Most
this
definitely.
race,
That's right.
this race of peace people, we can be great too.
That's
You
right.
know.
Don't believe the
We don't
hype.
have to always we don't have to always be on the bottom. We can be on the top. Mm.
Mhm.
I see cooling in here, Queen.
Salute, salute, salute.
Salute, Queen.
Salute, Sugar Girl. Salute, King. Um, King always has some awesome topics, always, and always a
Always.
positive environment in here. But I definitely want to chime in on this, due to the fact that I've never graced his stage, and I definitely don't want you to think I'm about bullshit all the time. I like to
I
play. I
dig it.
do
I
like to
dig it.
play. But as far as what I would want to change in this world
Mm-hmm.
is I would want everyone to know and understand and comprehend that you cannot change anyone else. You can only change, react, and respond according to how you feel.
I could dig that. Absolutely.
And that's part of mindset because it
Good
took
one,
a
Queen.
mindset adjustment for me to actually realize I can't make nobody do nothing. People can have the resource, not even my own children,
That's
because
right.
they are individuals. They have their own mind.
That's
The
right.
only thing we can do is plant the seeds, hope they grow and be better than what we are as far as our children and even the people that we're trying to affect. But if
Sure.
we didn't have rain, then we wouldn't appreciate the rainbow.
I'm with you.
So it's a balance of it all. But
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely want people to really know and believe, and just instead of speaking, oh, that don't matter to me. But people really get affected by a lot of things subconsciously,
Mm-hmm.
and it's piggybacking off what Sugar Girl said. It's the mindset,
It's the mindset. It is. What's up,
definitely.
Coach? Oh, Coach dipped out on us,
He,
but
you
it's
know,
all
he in them
good.
woods in Alabama.
I dig it
That's
though.
right. We out here in the sticks.
Yeah, he might have had a little signal came off right quick.
Yeah,
He
there
gonna
you
come in my
go.
There you go.
What's
bed.
up, Coach? If you can hear us, all right, hurry up. But yeah, a lot of this plays on the mind games, man. You know, that's what I said. We talk about the problems. We already know the problems. We can identify them, but nobody really asks the people. And so I just wanted to ask the people to get a input. And I do agree. A lot of this shit is mental because that mental is going to drive that, is going to help drive that emotional, and that emotional drive that mental. So you get your, this is my personal thing. You get your morals, your principles, your character about you. You get that put in you. You know, you got the right self-esteem because you're around the right type of parenting. And hey, your brother is way past the tree, fool. And you build that mental, that's going to build your morals and principles and character. Because everything else is trying to attack it. Everything. There we go. He getting it together, y'all. He getting it. I'll hold us down, though. Trip.
Yo, what's up, KO? Ladies, how y'all doing?
What's up,
Hey
Coach?
there, coach.
Hello, King.
Hey, I wanted to say, man, it's discipline too, fam.
Yes, sir.
It's discipline,
Go
man.
ahead
If
with
we
your
get
sister.
discipline, man, we can stay focused on a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? But when we off discipline, we off focus.
Yeah,
You know, everybody need to have some type of discipline.
Mhm.
I agree with you, man. Discipline on many levels, on all levels, if possible. If
And that
possible.
mindset got to be right. It's going to always go back to what Sugar Girl said. That mindset and
Yeah,
discipline is definitely needed.
man.
Definitely.
Mental discipline will take you there because then you start to practice emotional discipline
Hmm.
and these little tactics and you know emotional provokers that
Right.
media, everything around you. I'll just say everything around us instead of, you know, all of it
We
is
were
attacking mental, all of it is attacking emotional. If you're not strong
definitely.
enough and disciplined enough to be like, okay, I can identify emotional provoker, but I'm disciplined enough to not fall for it. Oh my goodness! When we walk past each other, we won't have chips on our shoulder against each other because we understand. You dig? Like, yo, this ain't my enemy. I don't have a
Hmm.
reason to. I don't have a reason to mean mug this motherfucker. I don't have a reason to look this man up and down. What's the purpose right now? Ignorance is the purpose. Okay, buddy.
Now, over this 3-day conference we had, they just pour into us, pour into us, pour into us, and we were
Yep,
talking about STEM, and it's stress, time, emotion, and money. All of that needs to be managed,
that's right.
and it
What's
all
up,
works
Savage?
together.
Welcome to the stream, big dog. You can tap in, man. It's a question that
I feel
everybody
like that's
Savage.
all a part of discipline.
It's all
It is,
discipline. It's all
and that
discipline.
mindset,
That mindset, yeah.
Exactly. Change your
definitely.
mindset, and you can be able
Hmm.
to tell yourself, "I need to be disciplined in order to
Hey,
accomplish these things."
Fact.
Exactly. It all ties in together.
It all ties in. Yeah.
my bad, my bad. But yeah, you know, that's the thing. The parents, we say the kids are our future. I like it. It sounds good. It sounds good, but that's bullshit. And the reason that's bullshit is because how is the kids' future if we ain't building them a foundation to build upon the future? We giving them ignorance.
Mhm.
And I know that negativity is promoted more to the world. I already know that. And that comes with discipline. If I want discipline, I would just think that's the only thing to talk about. That's the only thing that we can see. That's the only thing that exists is negative. And that's false. That's
Right.
absolutely false. But I watch
Definitely false.
I personally seen parents that are just grown ass kids, right, trying to raise kids with the understanding of a child themselves, and these kids come up to be, you know, you could say confused, you could say conflicted, you could say whatever, but it ain't about that.
Lost.
Right? You can say, there you go.
Slave
Baptism
to
to
the bull
ism, my
crap.
God, peace, God. Baptism to ism, my man. In my opinion, what's up, Queen? Peace, Mr. OG. Yeah, we just talking family. Anybody? You found a bug? Well, you killed him. Yeah, but you killed him. Go throw it in the grass. You gotta be gentle. You don't kill the bugs.
I mean, one thing I got a problem with, man, everybody follow trends instead of being
Absolutely.
themselves too. You know what I'm saying? And that really bugs me. I just don't get that. Like, shit, that man do something or that woman do something. You ain't got to do that. You can be different. You know what I'm saying?
That
For
is
real.
true. That is true. It just depends on the environment that you're at and the platforms. Like in real life, okay, definitely. But if you see people that done got success, you want to follow that blueprint as well. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But a lot, like you saying, Coach, a lot of people tend to just follow things just to be following and don't have a purpose just to be doing something. But if you have a purpose for it, it probably makes sense to that person that's doing it.
Right.
But to follow negativity, I'm not, I'm saying, a partaker in that. But okay, of
Yeah,
course you're
we
gonna
don't
have
do that.
fun and you're gonna but when it gets too far, it just gets too far. And if you can't remove yourself from that, then you're a part of the problem.
There it
You know what I
is.
mean?
We
So I
follow
definitely agree.
negativity. We
But
follow
everything that's
negativity. Yeah. I'm
yeah, but
sorry.
everything
Go
that's
ahead.
done under the sun been done more than once. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So really, who
for
following
real.
who? You know, a lot of
Right.
people be one. Oh, I did it first. When you created this, do
Right,
you
you
have it
created this.
copywritten? Like, but
No,
I
we
mean,
definitely follow the fad because that's what we was taught. This is once again we was taught this mental. See what I'm saying? And so
Mhm.
you wanna be with, not necessarily with the in crowd, but you want to be accepted. You want to be cool, whatever's cool with. And it's like, no, it's okay to be weird. It's okay to stand on
hmm
your own 10. Like I
Right.
don't give a fuck about, and I say this all the time, but I don't really give a fuck about what nobody got going. You see what I'm saying? I don't jump on no band. The only bandwagon I ever jumped on, I gotta be honest with you, is white tees. When that
Yeah.
song came out, I was wearing a white tee. But see, I was such a demon. I was wearing all black. I wore black tee, black dickies,
Yeah.
the black forces, was robbing, stealing, all that. But that white tee shit took off on me. I was wearing them. Get out of here. But no, I agree with you, man. The bandwagon annoys me because you see it on social media, and
Oh,
specifically, I
it's
see it on
heavy on
Facebook.
social media.
You
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 feel like
got
in real life, I can understand. They gotta adapt and overcome what they got going on. But like on the like the internet and all the other extra shit, you know what I'm saying? When it comes
mm,
to music and entertainment and clothes, and all that, I'd be like, bruh, everybody ain't got to be the same. That's why to me, I be looking at a lot of individuals like, man, y'all so lame because y'all ain't got your own swag, your own style. That's
man.
But
somebody
look at
else.
the music, though, Coach. Look at the music. They started wearing skinny jeans. Everybody talking about. But look what Future did. He started. I ain't gonna say he started it, but as far as the drugs, popping perks, like it was, pop a perk, Molly. Look
Man,
at the music. Like
A lot of that shit
everybody
so
wearing their
lame to
pants
me.
hanging down tight. First it was the big clothes era. Then these folks started wearing. Lil Wayne them started wearing tight pants and kissing folks, and you know what I'm saying, like all
man.
kind of stuff. Like
See,
so it is what it is,
That's see, that's
and
that's
that
why
you
I
have
say
to
I
have
be
mentality
that
right there.
mindset in order to not feed into it, to see it for what it is, entertainment, and keep it moving. Now, if it
Yeah,
starts to turn you into something that you're not, then that's when you have to reevaluate and say, hold on, wait a minute. I'm doing a little bit too much, or I'm letting this take over on me. That just like with drinking alcohol, you can drink,
mm.
but you're not supposed to get drunk. You see what I'm saying? So you can drink a little bit, but if you drink too much of it, you already know what the effect gonna be.
I see. Jalen said, "I wish more Black people invested in our infrastructure. We spend enough money to have our own banks, factories, schools, etc."
Mhm.
Absolutely. See, that's
Hey,
what ignorance, though. That comes back to the ignorance. If
I listened to
you
Dr.
know,
Umar when he was talking about that.
we got we got the biggest spending power, but yet we can't get we can't get basic shit. We bought 40 acres. That 40 acres in a mule shit get on my
Mm,
nerves, bro.
It's some
mm.
bullshit.
It's on motherfucking nerves.
Oh my
If you got
goodness,
the
I
biggest
don't even
spending
want it
power, why the fuck you ain't got it yet? Because you don't want it. You just complain about it because it
because
feel
they just
good.
want to look good for that time.
Yeah, and it's an excuse.
Folks want that instant gratification.
Like, come on, man. It's ignorant. People who lost their ignorance, at least worked on it, or open eared enough to see. All right, listen. You could get, like, even where I'm at right now. You can buy small plots of land for $800 to $900. Small little plots of land. And to some, that might be, oh well, that's not an acre, that's not 50 acres, da da da. No, that's land that I
Yours.
own, though, motherfucker.
Right.
What is you talking about? You see what I'm saying? Ignorant, though. And I wouldn't just blame music. I would definitely blame religion and music.
Mm-hmm.
I hope nobody on. Well, I already know Jalen, but you know, I broke down religion, and I on different aspects. Fuck religion. it's fucking people's heads up. Now, if you rock with it, then just sidestep my comment. But ignorance is not just I want to be an asshole because I don't know better. You know, ignorance is built in too. I can build an ignorant person. You know, grown ass kids raising kids is definitely gonna breed out some motherfucking ignorance in somebody. You know, and these are the same. And I'm talking about the moms who say moms will be at the club every weekend or every other weekend and shaking their ass to a song that call them bitch, but I can't call you bitch over. You know, that's ignorant. I should call you bitch every time I see you. It's okay. I mean, it's okay by you because you dancing and shaking your ass and dressing like a little hoe. Ain't making no money off of it, but you acting like the bitch in the song. Why can't I call you a bitch? Because you conflicted. You don't know no better. You don't listen. See what? I don't want to do it. Never mind. Go to these comments. Hold up.
Another thing, when you were talking about the negativity, we follow negativity. Another reason we follow negativity is because we like drama.
We love it. We was bred to be
love
like
drama, and misery loves company. And we just, that's another reason why we follow negativity. We thrive off of the drama. We thrive off of the drama.
What do you think?
See, I don't understand that shit at all. Like, why people want that shit? Like, I don't understand why people be wanting that unnecessary ass headache.
But look at the numbers. Look, Coach, look at the numbers that Love and Hip Hop did. They just done brought it to the internet, baby.
See, I've never watched that show a day. I have no clue about that shit.
I promise you.
I know the concept. I know what the show about, but I ain't never actually watched that shit.
Me either.
Or Black Ink, all that shit. Like, I don't care about none of that.
Never watched it.
They was turned up on Black Ink too.
I bet.
All of the reality shows they was turned up.
Like if I want some drama, I can turn on Chicago PD or something like that.
Peace, God.
Some Big Wolf.
Jalen.
I be thinking, man, some of that shit that they be having going on is fake.
They do. A lot of it do be fake, Coach.
That shit fake as hell, and it portrayed down to our communities like a lot of that shit be okay, and that's what's really going on, and that shit ain't what's going on in the regular people everyday life. See what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's why I be like, man, I'm not watching that shit because them people don't live like me. You know what I'm saying? So forget them.
No,
I don't want to see no rich ass person argue about a salad. You see what I'm saying?
I agree with what
stupid as hell to me.
Baptism guy. He said, keeping it real though, positivity is boring sometimes. You need a little drama. Absolutely, you need to balance.
Yeah, you do.
For sure. You know, like
I said, Coach, he do too, because he be over there looking too.
It's not drama.
Thank you.
What I mean by drama as in, and the headache as in, like, you know, when you see somebody arguing, you know what I'm saying? You might be like, man, what they arguing about? You stand there and listen to it for a second, and you be like, oh yeah, y'all still keep on moving. You know what I'm saying? But like, if you just constantly standing there watching two niggas argue, then you ignorant as hell too. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But you be ignorant for that moment because you never know what that person is going through at that particular time. They need something to take them off of their mindset and their whatever they're going through, and this is good to them at that moment. You know what I'm saying? So it's a matter of that person.
It's ignorance. But, by definition, it's ignorance.
But then
it's definitely ignorance. Now, we're not changing the name.
People take that word ignorance and make it seem disrespectful. It's not. It just means you don't know no better. So you act on not knowing no better.
Yeah.
No?
But then think about
it. It's not a disrespectful word.
What's up? Trigger man, peace, God. Welcome to
but think about this.
Appreciate you.
When we as humans, we sit there and watch, you know what I'm saying, a fight. You know what I'm saying, an argument, a fight or something like that.
Oh man, appreciate
9 times
that.
Out of 10, sometimes it'll get into your soul and your body, and then you'll take it on to something else. See what I'm saying? That's why I be like, you don't have to really just sit there and watch that shit. And that goes to the internet too. You know what I'm saying? We all sit there, because like I said, I put myself in the shit. We all sit there and be like, oh, that shit funny. And then you'll go to somebody else's page and you see the same shit. And by the time you get to the 4th page, you be on that same shit. Like, oh, y'all niggas
It
lame. So let's
get to
crank
you,
this shit off. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Have my spirit all off.
Right.
Have my
But
spirit
but
all
that
off.
goes back to what Sugar Girl said, that mindset. You got to
Mhm.
be able to withdraw, and you got to have that discipline, like you said, to come up out of it. You got to
Absolutely.
shake it off and see it for what it is, and you know what I'm saying, and turn it off. You know,
Peace,
when you feeling
Blair.
like you know what I'm saying, you stepping out of the line of the character that you want to portray or put out, and the energy that you want to put out, shake it off, turn it off. You got to have that mindset and that discipline to turn it off.
And
That's
then
it,
everybody
man.
don't have to speak on the negativity though. Also,
Yeah, true.
because some of
Absolutely.
that shit we don't. You know, what I'm saying we as people that shit, and this isn't even in real life and on the internet. That shit don't pertain to us. So why we even fucking entertaining it? See what I'm saying? Like. That shit going on in another country. We shouldn't give a fuck about what's going on in another country. That
Man,
shit going on
stay
in
in your
another city.
lane, man.
Why the fuck? You all right? Stay in your lane.
That's all. It's to me. I appreciate y'all tapping in. To me, this shit is simple. Maybe I know it ain't so cut and dry. You got to put it into action, but it really is a simple concept, man. Like, discipline. Don't be a mental midget. I never wanted to be a mental midget. You know, I see the world full of ignorance. I see the world full of stupidity, and I see people that, and I watch people, and I'll watch people actually feed into it, and I'll sit here and be like, what is the benefit from these two motherfuckers arguing? What is the benefit of gossiping like bitches? What is the point and purpose of the fuckery on TV? Why do we feed into it? Because, and you know, the understanding in me, sinning, I realize we've been molded this way. As much as we, you know, we've been molded since kid. What conflict? I was watching Power Rangers beat people up. You know, it was already in my head that conflict is okay.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I was listening
Definitely.
to music telling me it's okay to be a dope boy or a player, a Mac, you
And
know, etc.
look how Barbie came out with the pregnant doll. But just like
Yeah.
Miss Laker said in the chat, you know, they have a whole a reality show about teen mothers. What is that
Oh, we
doing?
right there with you,
You
baptism.
know what I'm saying? I'm definitely feeling that comment for real. Because I mean they put it out there and it seeks into our lives and our everyday lives.
About being objective in the situation. Absolutely.
Salute, Jalen.
I'll take your time, coach. My kids is leaving. I'm so happy. Ha ha. But like my dad said, who taught you to hate yourself? Everything around me since a kid, man. And that's what they want you to talk about. They don't want you to talk about the foreign influence. You can talk about that. That's racist. I don't really give a fuck. You know, there's a difference between being racist and prejudice. You know, there's a systemic racism. There's a bunch of things, but either way it goes, you know, it's an excuse. It's a cop out at a certain age. You have a decision to make. You could be a motherfucker like I was, or you could be better than I was. You could be a good person. You could be a neutral person. You have decisions to make, and I figured it out. You know, I watch TV. I see on every commercial, damn near it's white people. I see in the shows the positions black folks got to play on white shows. I'm starting to notice these things. I look into religion. I see the fuckery in that shit. I look into politics. I see the fuckery in that. I look at my community and I look in the mirror and I see the conflict I'm looking at when I look in the mirror. Doesn't match the mind. And so there's things we got to work on: discipline, uh, mental self-esteem. Self-esteem. It's okay to not think you're the dopest person in the world, but motherfucker, you're the dopest person in the world.
Facts.
Whoever hears me, I don't care who hears me. If you heard those words, I'm talking to you. You're dope, but everything telling you conflict is okay. You got this little bug in you that says, I want to see some drama. I need some drama. You got this little demon next to you that says, jump on bandwagon. Everybody's doing it. Man, what them motherfuckers to do it by themselves? I'm comfortable in my skin. We got to be comfortable in our skin. It'll reflect. Anything inwardly that you're doing will reflect outwardly, whether you want it to or not.
Yeah, I think people focus too much on the external conflicts, and you know what I'm saying, not the internal conflicts. Because at the end of the day, I do feel like conflicts in a certain level
I appreciate
is
all
needed. Because you
conflict.
know what I'm saying, it leads
Yeah,
to
yeah.
progression. Yeah, it leads to progression. So you know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, we just gotta stop being so quick to fight another person and fight ourselves and see what's going on inside deep down and like you know what I'm saying? Get that discernment of like, all right, what certain things take me to certain levels and you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying,
Mindset.
how to fight that, you know what I'm saying, to fight those, you know what I'm saying, those influences. Like I had to stop fucking with certain people because you know what I'm saying? Like I got love for everybody I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? If a certain person just always on a certain level to where, you know what I'm saying, I can put myself in harm's way because I love that person. Like this is my partner. And I'm gonna do these things because this is my partner. You know what I'm saying? And I got his back like I know he got mine, but he on this time all the time. And I'm on this time sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I had to, you know what I'm saying? You gotta learn, you know what I'm saying, to discern that stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like anything could be good, but anything can also be bad. Like too much of anything can kill you. That's why I won't really
Right,
necessarily
right.
disrespect, you know what I'm saying, or you know what I'm saying, and I kind of still hold on to some of my traditional values, which is the Judeo-Christian values, you know what I'm saying? Because like if you really read a book all the way through and you know what I'm saying, like even if you don't believe in it, you will learn something from it. You know what I'm saying?
You can learn
And
from everything. Absolutely. That goes
you
with
know what I'm
ignorance,
saying?
Jalen.
Like
That goes back to the ignorance. Because if I'm ignorant, I'm not learning much of shit from anything unless it it, it entices what drives me in the first place. So if I'm an ignorant
yeah.
motherfucker that's on street time, you gotta present me with some shit that's gonna catch my attention in the
On
arena.
street time for sure.
Right, right.
Heck yeah, I
I
understood that.
dig
You
it.
know
I
what I'm saying?
dig it.
I had to learn. I learned that about like you know what I'm saying about 25. You know what I'm saying? Cause like I was a smart nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
real smart nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like I was always doing good in school, but I was opinionated. You know what I'm saying? So it kept me on in the same like environment with other dudes that would just didn't you know what I'm saying? Like have you know what I'm saying the same smarts as I did and was just straight up just bad. They gonna talk shit regardless. You know it don't matter if they right, they wrong, they talking shit. You know what
Right,
I'm saying?
right. That's
Now, you
one
know
of
what
my
I'm saying?
cousins.
And my
Absolutely.
thing was, yeah, I would just be like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? Like a
Mm.
teacher say certain thing or treat another student a certain type of way, I'll say something about it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what got me in a lot of trouble. But I was in the AP classes, like I'll be like maybe out of all the kids, it'd be like 3 of black people. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. You know what
Oh
I'm saying?
man,
Maybe 4.
you talking my language, God. I
Mhm.
went to a whole school that was
So you know
nothing
what I'm
but
saying? We
white
was always
folks.
the
Whew.
minority for real. Like I have people that's in my same class that you know what I'm saying, they had all the black people in their class. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? I'll be the one, you know what
Exactly.
I'm saying, having to, you know what I'm saying, see how the other side really look at us because it'll be times where like certain things will come up, you know what I'm saying? And you'll get to see the people true opinions about shit. And
Absolutely.
it's like,
Right.
dang, you know what I'm saying? I speak on that stuff because you know what I'm saying? I always, you know what I'm saying, been taught a certain way, you know what I'm saying? Like my mama got a library in this mud, you know what I'm saying, in my people crib. I don't got the library no more because I got my own house now or apartment. But you know what I'm
Mm.
saying, my mom kept these books since I was young, some of the same books, you know what I'm saying? That's why I was feeling odds when he was talking about Friends for Nine, because you know what I'm saying, like I ain't never read Friends for Nine like per se, but I read like Stokely Carmichael who read Friends for Nine, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like I respect it because you know what I'm saying. I get the viewpoint. You know what I'm saying. And you know what I'm saying. He referenced a lot of black skin, white mask, and you know what I'm saying. In his Black Power book,
Yeah, yeah.
and
And that's a book I promote a lot. Black Skin, White Mask. I promote that and the miseducation of the Negro. I recommend
yeah,
everybody read these
Read
books.
these books.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I had made a statement about tight pants wearers, and then Miss Alley Cat, she just went in about the tight
Did
pants.
she?
She said it's an agenda. She said it's an agenda
It
that
is.
disrupts body circulation. And I'm going to chime in on this because I know she's telling the truth, and
Mm.
I definitely agree with her. And it basically,
I'm an
results
80s baby, bro.
less sperm production. And I agree. It's a narrative that they put out for our people to wear these tight pants to shrivel them up, just like they did with my boys. Oh, they got asthma. Oh, they need to take these steroids. What do steroids do?
Man,
Sterilize
come
your
on.
kids. And I'm so thankful that my boys grew out of that junk. You know what I'm saying? From home treatments, home remedies, that they don't even
Mm-hmm.
need asthma pumps no more. Yeah, every time they catch a cold, oh, yeah, they need some They need some steroid. No, you're not gonna keep on pumping my baby with no steroids. My boys now,
Right.
not my girls. Then even when my girl got older, oh, she needs the HPV vaccination. I said, what is that? Oh, that's going to help her to keep off cancer and to get to not get sexually transmitted disease. I said, this must have just came out. Oh no, it's been out. I said, I ain't never heard about it, and I'm a female, baby. I've never heard. They just come up with agendas to hinder our race. Look at how our men used to be tall, big, stern. Now everybody, you know what I'm saying? They don't get 5
Listen,
feet.
I said this last night in Trigger shit. Bitch assness. That's what it is. You know, they haven't
just gonna
completely
take
done
over.
it. Right.
Definitely.
They haven't completely gotten away with it, but it has impacted the masculine and feminine. Because you got females that don't know.
But we're a
their role,
resilient race at the end of the day, and that's just by nature. And that's with. Oh, my bad, bro. I wasn't trying to talk over.
Go ahead, guys.
I was just saying that we are, you know what I'm saying, resilient race, and it's just in our nature, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been shown through time. That's why, like, even when a person might not even be knowing what's going on, like, they seem to make it through these hard, unmistakable situations, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, it's a part of our DNA, you know what I'm saying? Like, the survival, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, it's just that we got to get to that, huh?
I know you good. I'm to the chat room. He asked who talking. That's Jalen cooling with the crew and Sugar Girl. Go ahead,
yeah, I lost my track of thought real quick.
My bad.
You good?
Talking about the agenda and how they trying to hinder our race. But you were saying how you were taught something.
No, I was saying something about but I done lost it because I be smoking too, man. So I can lose that mug real quick, but I really can, so I will lose the point real quick.
It'd
man.
be like that, but it's okay. We free flowing, man. It'll come back to you.
Yeah, for sure.
Tight pants.
I'm enjoying this conversation. I'm actually cleaning our closets. I'm cleaning our closets, so I'm gonna go back to the chat and keep my earbuds in. But I am enjoying this conversation.
We appreciate you. I definitely appreciate you.
I love you all. You all have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
Oh, that's sugar.
Likewise, baby.
Our own doctors, absolutely. And I made a video just recently about the feminine physicians, nurses, and doctors of ancient times. They didn't have they did, but they didn't have the machines. They didn't have all these different type of medicines. They just studied the body. They studied self. And we got to get back to that. That's self-esteem. That's the ignorance part. Once you're not ignorant, you have some understanding of yourself. We got to get back to that, man. We know the problems. Media, propaganda, brainwash. We know these things. We know how they work. It ain't like when you hear the word manipulation, you don't know what that means. So we know the problems. We know the effects. Now we get proactive, and that's why I wanted people to come on. Hey, y'all. That's why I wanted people to get on and really speak. What would you do? Because we know the problems already. Dwelling on them. See, that goes back to being addicted to the drama shit. Dwelling on the problems is just, busting a nut for our ego, pretty much. Well, let's talk about what we already know. Yeah, we could do that till our lips turn blue. Then, but what would you do? There we go. That's the question. What you gonna do? Beautiful.
To get back on your topic, though, King, what do the people want? The people want to be accepted. The people want to just be a part of something. People want to be entertained. You see what I'm saying? People have needs, and they're gonna go to any levels to get their needs met.
Mm-hmm.
Some people want to just get away. You see what I'm saying? From every day. So that's why they get on, so I mean, as far as online, but in life as well, some people want to get away. That determines the decision that you choose. A lot of people, like Jalen said, he grew up, you know what I'm saying, with a library in his house. Everybody wasn't. He said he made a key point when he said, I was taught. Yeah, you were taught. Some people weren't taught. A lot of people are really just pissing in the wind, living their everyday life because they weren't taught.
I agree.
What we as a people have to do is accept people for where they say meet a person where they are. Meet a person where they are, because the energy that you possess, what was taught and what foundation that was laid for you is going to pour over into them. Now, of course, you don't continue to cast your pearls to swine. At the
Right,
end of the
right.
day, after you done, planted so many seeds, it's like, okay, you still don't give up on that person. You just let them be where they are, meeting them where they are, and you keep on continuing your work
Hmm. Oh
at the
yeah,
end
for
of the
sure.
day.
That's for sure. This whole we got to save everybody idea is bullshit. You do what you can, and that's the best you can do. I don't believe that we have to save everybody. I believe everybody has a role to play. There's characters in this show we call life. Everybody has a role. Go ahead, baby. I'm smoking. Thank you, baby. But I agree with you, Queen. Each one teach one, but try to spread yourself so thin you tear up. You feel what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Don't do that.
And I really feel like the majority of the people that I've connected with as far as online and even in life have the ones that, what I'm saying, I still, kick it with.
Uh-huh.
They have the same common goal at heart, and that's to empower, uplift, and share, because that's what it's all about.
Hmm.
At the end of the day, it's about building us up.
Yeah, we got to accept each other. We live under, and I've been in an argument with people over this, and it's cool if anybody feels some type of way, but black folks in this landmass, this corporate landmass we live in, do not have a culture. Now,
Mm-mm.
I don't want to get into it, but we could do a live stream on it if it's necessary. Black folks, as a collective, now, hear what I'm saying? As a
Mhm.
collective, do not have a culture of this foreign culture. You see what I'm saying? So to be accepted by your people is tough. To be accept yourself is tough. Everything is telling you you ain't shit. You a thug. You a criminal or some fuckery. You might get you in
Mhm.
this. You might get you into the greatness here and there, here and there. But every time I turn the TV on, it's white folks, and when it's black folks, we got to play stupid ass positions in these shows. Every commercial, damn near, is white folks. And when it's a black woman, you never see the black man in the fucking commercial with her. This is just TV. This is visual manipulation. Then you get to the music. It's audio. It's all I hear is sell dope, fuck bitches, get money. That's it. You see what I'm saying?
And look what they
Now
got the females doing.
this
The females doing it
right,
too.
right,
Look at the
right.
city girls. Look at Meg Thee Stallion. Look at Cardi
Come
B.
on now.
They own it. You know what I'm saying?
So
Yeah.
so you got grown ass
Shit.
kids who are addicted to that shit because they're kids still,
Mhm.
but they have kids. Now, what happens is I'm gonna teach. Well, I'm not even gonna purposely do it. I'm putting myself in a position. I'm gonna teach them to be ignorant ass little kids too. Why? Because I'm not paying attention to when I'm playing this music around my daughters, Cardi B and wet
Mhm.
ass pussy and whoever the fuck it is. I don't listen. Right? And then I'm listening to Fat Tone. Like I listen to Fat Tone. I don't know if y'all know who that is, but I fuck with Fat Tone. Fat Tone talking some gangster shit, and I got my son around, and Daddy, has his history of doing what he do. I'm not paying attention. So I raise these little motherfuckers to be badass little kids too. If you ever been around my kids, if you ever seen my kids, respect. They know how to respect. You see what I'm saying? But these little kids is going to grow up and promote the fuckery, and it's going to continue to grow because I have a social class. I have my peers. I have to fit in with my peers. Fuck my peers. You see what I'm saying? I know hearing that shit wasn't right. When I was a kid listening to Juvenile, I knew that shit sounded a little off as a kid. But I couldn't shit about it because the parents was the one playing the music. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So when I grow up a little older, I want to see bitches shake their ass. This is my mindset. I want to see some hoes shake their ass. I want to go sell some dope. I want to have a gun on me. I want to be the biggest, baddest nigga in the world, or feel like I am. You see how they play on the emotions? Oh wait, oh wait. It's a
Yep.
game. It's a game.
It's definitely
And
it's definitely a game, and it's
and
what you put into people.
Jalen
It's
said
what
it.
you put into them.
Said it earlier, but I kind of contorted it in my head. You want yourself against the wall, back against the wall, to where you got to fight your way out. You know what I'm saying? And you got to do this on a mental level. This is going back to being addicted to drama and participating in fuckery. You gotta immerse yourself in some shit to get your way out of it. It's like you don't know what you're made of until your back's against the wall. You see what I'm saying? I gotta get into the fuckery to know that this fuckery ain't for me. I gotta look at the drama so it can affect me, and I can know. Oh, I don't
Mm-hmm.
like this. I don't like this.
Right. That's why we have different senses.
Exactly.
Touch, see, hear. People learn at different stages in their lives. You get your
Mm-hmm.
first tooth, not at the same stage somebody else did. You learn to ride your bike at a different age somebody else
Yeah.
did. You learn how to walk, talk, all of that at your whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever
Ain't
you
nothing
can
wrong
take
with
in
that.
and comprehend. And that's fine. But you have to, a lot of people have to get a taste of that and
Mm-hmm.
go all the way down to zero. Some people don't have to get all the way down to zero.
Right.
Where they, as far as they humiliating themselves, or you know what I'm saying, acting out of character. Some people do have to get to that level to realize, you know what, this ain't it.
That was me. That was me, and
You know
that's
what I'm
why I
saying?
said
This
it.
ain't
That's why
it.
I said it like that. I had to really get
That's why they
into
say
it,
a hard head make a soft ass.
man. I'm telling you. But the first thing that my grandpa told me when I moved to Ohio, I was a young man. The first thing he told me was, "Don't come here starting no shit." And that's because the way I was. I'm from Detroit. I had a Detroit umph to me. You know what I'm saying? And I guess Ohio's temperature was a little different, but the way I looked at things was built off ignorance. You know, I gotta be the one who gets all the fades. I gotta be the one who too aggressive. I gotta be on the go at all times. And I learned over time, long time, but I learned over time that you ain't gotta be none of that. Just be who you are. Whatever you feel is right and wrong, that's your base foundation. You know, build off of that. Get around motherfuckers that's a little more elevated, if you will, or more a little mature. See how you fit in, and I had to put myself in uncomfortable positions to understand some things was okay and some things was just stupid that I was doing. And male figures are very important for females and males. You know what I'm saying? Most My household was a woman household. I was raised by a woman. I was taught the game by the women and some wise peas. And that's what I learned. That's what I knew. But it wasn't until having kids. I think that was yesterday's stream on Triggers. It was talking about kids. But it wasn't until I had kids that I realized, okay, dad is much doper than selling dope, robbing motherfuckers, whatever. I don't like to really get into it, but a lot of the shit I was doing, it just takes time and progression, and everybody has their pace. Don't beat yourself up, but understand, I hate these cars around here. It's just a process. What's up, little man? Come here, buddy. Want to say hello to everybody like you usually do? I see you creeping over here. Say peace.
What's up, dude?
They hear you. Having a
Salute.
good day?
Let me get some of them
Oh,
Doritos.
they want some Doritos. You gonna give them a Dorito? Go ahead, give them one.
Oh, he's so nice.
Yeah, let them take a bite. Oh, they got it. They got it, buddy. Thank you. All right, go, buddy. Quinta. But yeah, the industry steals your youth and your whole soul. I'm not into the soul selling, but I dig sentiment.
Yeah, I don't believe in that either, man. That whole your soul is
You,
your soul. You can't sell something that's you know what I'm saying eternal, bro.
I
Like
understand. I understand the sentiment, though. You
yeah,
know, you you believe it's manipulative. I don't know how many times we gotta talk about it, but we're gonna talk about it every time it's necessary. It's manipulation. This is simply all we're doing. Propaganda makes way for the manipulation. I got to propagate stereotype. I propagate a certain idea. You're the one who has to eat it up. And as much as you expose yourself to it, it's going to be easier to manipulate you. So if your kids are in front of TV or you're in front of TV too much, you're going to be manipulated to some degree. If you're on Facebook and Instagram, you're going to be manipulated to some degree. And that usually is, I need the likes, I need the shares, I need you to heart it, I need you to follow it. And it makes no sense. But that just is an example of what propaganda and manipulation does to somebody. If I don't get somebody to like this comment, I might feel some type of way about why I even posted it. You see how dumb that is? This is just a manip. Oh, we got somebody. Oh,
Yeah, let 'em melt.
it's telling a lie when you know the truth. Educate yourself. Don't trust nobody's notes but your own. Reading is the key. Knowledge is the key. Wisdom is just up to the individual. Okay,
Mhm.
Blair. Okay, Blair. We hear you. I'm glad y'all in the chat dropping gems too, man.
Yeah, both of the cats turning up, Alley Cat and Black
Man,
Cat.
Alley Cat been on here. She been the live panel before when we was first getting this situated. I used to have Queens Talk Wednesdays, I believe, and I leave the panel to the ladies to speak on some things. She came on here. She got some gems. You know, I gotta call you out, Alley Cat.
Okay, I'm gonna get back down in the comments, but I appreciate you. This is my first time, and
Man, I appreciate it.
I had a little point to prove to you anyway. Even though you weren't even requiring it. You know what I'm saying? But it's a time and a place for everything.
Yeah.
Salute Jalen. But I'm watching.
For sure. Appreciate you, Queen.
Love.
I'm gonna do it again, Sugar Talks. I'm definitely gonna do that again. I think having the best perspective. The ladies I was having on the channel, they turned out to be a little false. They was fake. They had flaw in them, so I had to get rid of them. But we can bring it back. I definitely can create a new thumbnail and have the ladies up here, man, because we need that. We need y'all. You know, the shit that's acceptable. A lot of the times, it comes through the woman. If the women didn't accept these bitch ass, females and these ignorant men, these feminine men, or these butch ass females that want to play the position of men, the women got the sign off on that. I'm telling you that. I'm telling you that. We get away with a lot of shit. The female allow that shit. Men would be men.
I believe that
women,
too.
you know, when men was men, the woman played her position. That's why the man was a man. Now the man's acting like a little girl.
Yeah, the women.
And exactly. And the females is egging that shit on. Because what do you hear? Ain't nothing like having a gay best friend. See, I'm not with that shit. I said it yesterday on Trigger Shit. I done said it on my shit 1,000 times. Men need to be men. We don't got time for punks, man. That's just my thing with it. I hear you, Jalen. Go ahead.
Yeah,
People.
I feel the same sentiment, but you gotta learn how to. I was just saying, yeah, I feel the same sentiment with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn how to just move a certain type of way, man. And where I try to be lend the ear to, the discrimination that that's going against them and whatnot, because I get it. I don't even call it discrimination, prejudice that's going against them and stuff. But you know what I'm saying? It's like at the end of the day, man, like we gotta be true to our nature, man. And I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people don't really tap into that because, like I say, you get miseducated, and then the images that you see growing up don't necessarily be the right images. You don't have the right people having the right conversation,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't have the you know what I'm saying, like a grown up being a grown up sometimes and being able to explain certain things when things come up because they're not even knowledgeable, and that's not always their fault, but it comes to a point to where like shoot, people gotta like tap into themselves, like be like, hey, when do I stop, when I break the cycle? What we always say, you know what I'm saying? As far as I hear black people, you know what I'm saying, when we talk, how do we break the cycle, man?
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? We can't just keep blaming it on the past. We can't blame it on the. We can't set the future to think that this is gonna be to continue like this. You know what I'm saying? Like at some point, we got to be like, hey, man, what's up?
It's my fault.
We
it's okay
got
to say
the resources.
We
got the resources. We can capitalize in a capitalist society. We can make our own society and do whatever the hell we wanted to with it. Honestly, because we got the resources.
We really do.
Yeah, we got the resources. People out here with reports that throw it in our face every day, and so many people don't even think to see what the world look at you like. Yeah, they don't even want to see how the world look at you. You know what I'm saying? You rather just ignore it. You know what I'm saying? Like
that goes back to ignorance.
And then they give you an excuse to act, you know what I'm saying, ignorantly. You know what I'm saying, in situations.
It's an excuse. It's a crutch.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you good. You right on point. You know, we use excuses. We use ignorance as an excuse. I don't put no cuts on none of this shit. This is why we're back to the spending power. You can't be ignorant to that fact. Black folks had the biggest spending power. Why the fuck shit changed? Because of ignorance. And we use that in ignorance as an excuse. Oh, I gotta pay bills. Oh, I got to da 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 da. No, motherfucker, fuck all that. If you and your neighbor, we'll just say you live in a majority white black neighborhood, and I don't call them projects and ghettos. We call them neighborhoods. Fuck all that. You live in a predominantly black neighborhood. There's spending power in there alone. You got the modern day Arab who has the corner store. Why you ain't got the corner store? You got the modern day Asian who got the nail and hair salon, but black women are dominant in that arena. Why not come together? Why not come together? Because I don't like that bitch. Fuck her. Fuck him. I ain't spending money with him because he gonna try to get over on me or his price is too high. Well, bitch, I gotta compete with motherfuckers already foundated in this shit. You dig what I'm saying? We have everything at our disposal except for our mind. That's go ahead, baby. Give me another one. Give me another one. Thank you, beautiful. But we have everything at our disposal except our minds. We go under attacks. We're under attacks, yes. We can see, and I hate when we do that, but we have to do that just to get to that point. We know the problems. We know the strategies being used, and we know our faults in it too. But we'll use that excuse of ignorance as a crutch. We'll use it as a crutch.
That's it. The only thing we lacking is the mental capacity.
That's it. That's it. Everything's at our disposal except for our minds. And that's the craziest part because that's the one thing we got. For sure. You know, we might not get paid next week. The business might go out a bit. You know what I'm saying? All this and that. But our minds are still here. Our minds are still just waiting for us to use them in the proper manner. Not feed into the fuckery. I know why, though. I know why you feed into the fuckery. But that's still an excuse if you try to tell me why. It's an excuse. We know why you're broke because you don't know how to spend your money. You can't blame that at all. I wasn't taught financial literacy. On a simple basic level, you know if you're down to your last $20, it's not smart to buy a dime bag. Come on now. If you know how to save money on that, then you know financial literacy. Stop using excuses. Ain't no motherfucking excuses. The foreigners who operate on this landmass don't give no room for excuses, and I'm glad there's no excuse making. I'm glad we don't allow excuses. Fuck all that. I'm not gonna be the one to sit here and be like, oh yeah, that's crazy what they did to us, and it's because of them. It's no. For some weak-minded individuals, for some weak people, okay, you can have that. But once you get to an age of comprehension, nigga, no, those are excuses at that point. We back. But yeah, it's just fuck all that excuse making, man. What are you going to do? What do the people want? What would you do to change? You would change the ignorance. You would change the discipline, the forms of discipline. Absolutely. So now do that. I just watched 2 kids ride a bike down the street. It must have been like 12. Smoking. They just smoking, riding their bikes down the street, and they kids. It's like, yeah, that's parenting. That's parenting. How could 2 dummies raise? Man, let me stop before I start really, cutting into people. Grandma was alive in the flesh. She'll be shaking her head and saying, man, I'm telling you.
Sometimes we got to.
Peace, James. I'm joking.
Sometimes we got to cut into our people, man.
I know, but I know, cool. We got to. I mean, all they're going to do is make the victim role. Oh, the white man, the modern Arab man, the modern Asian man doing this. They taking over. See, complaining feels good because you don't have to take no responsibility. Excuse making feels good because you don't got to take responsibility. If you're in a predominantly black neighborhood and the modern day Arab got the corner store, that's your fault. If you in a majority black neighborhood and they start to try to fire, that's still on us because we have the power and capabilities to take over and buy the apartment building. We do, but we always look at it. A lot of us look at it on an individual basis. Like, I don't have enough to buy the apartment building and change the neighborhood. That's because we were taught divide and conquer. So now I'm only thinking on the individual level. If I learned how to practice basic group economics, has nothing to do with finances. Basic group economics has nothing to do with finances. One more time. Basic group economics has nothing to do with finances. All you have to do is talk to your neighbor. Be like, hey, if I'm ever short on this or you short on that, let's look out for each other. We do that. We do that anyway. But we don't do it for our cause. We'll look out for the homies when they on funds or whatnot. We'll look out for the lady down the street, the old lady, just out of love. Do that as a collective. You could buy the neighborhood. You literally could buy the neighborhood. You could buy the corner store, turn it into a studio, turn it into a hair salon, whatever the fuck. But we have a divide and conquer mentality. So we look at it on an individual basis. And when we do that, it's scary because we feel like we got to take on the world, which we don't. We don't.
Yeah, that makes you a consumer more.
Mm-hmm.
That makes you want to go out there and spend more. You spend frivolously.
Exactly.
You spend on stuff that can't even be tangible or build to nothing.
Talk to him, Jalen.
Yeah.
What's up, Dead Pixel? Appreciate you hopping in.
I just feel like that's where that stuff started happening around the 70s, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? When black people was in a collective, you know what I'm saying? They was funding the revolution. You know what I'm saying?
That was revolution.
Yeah. And then the next thing you know what I'm saying? Like, they introduced cocaine, they introduced films that's like depicting us as pimps, you know what I'm saying? Prostitutes, this, that, and the third, called blaxploitation. You know what I'm saying? They turn around and take the gold off the dollar off the gold standard, and then make, you know what I'm saying, everything based the United States based off the world now. The world is, you know what I'm saying, the United States is the world economy. It's not just a one country thing. We have to have a lot of parts working in a lot of different other countries in order for us to be a stable economy now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes, sir. Yes,
all
sir.
that. So, and then we also have to think about the sexual revolution that was introduced in the 70s, the feminism movement that was introduced in the 70s. All those that were FBI run and CIA or CIA run.
I was gonna say the same shit. Hold on. Go ahead, Jalen. Let me talk to my daughter real quick.
Okay. Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Like, it really get deep when you talk about the miseducation and, you know what I'm saying, the deep intel that they got on just the way we move, the way we spin, the way we act. You know what I'm saying? It was them pushing it and us accepting it. You know what I'm saying?
Say that last part. We accepted it.
Us accepted it. Yeah.
I can't help but to laugh because, you know, all this shit. This is every day. This conversation we having is every day for me for years and years and years. That's why I laugh every time I hear shit, because it's an excuse at this point, man. It's an excuse. The kids might not know better, but the parents should know better. And the ones that don't, we talking about y'all. That's what we talking about. We talking about you ignorant ass motherfuckers by definition, not by disrespect.
I mean, I say if you are repeatedly doing ignorant things and knowing better and being told better, then you go into the realm of stupid. Then at that point,
right? It's just one of the things, man. I really feel like ignorance, and I'm glad y'all brought discipline up. These things are important. Instill the right principles into your kids. Ain't no motherfucking kids our future. Cut that shit out. It ain't. We the future. The right nows are the future. That's us. The kids ain't our future. They gonna live on through what we do. We either gonna build or we gonna destroy. That's it. It's simple. Oh well, the white man did a lot of fuck ass shit because he comes from disharmony and chaos. That's his nature. So we gotta expect his natural self to do that. Now, if you know your enemy, I always go back to the art of war. And even in the art of war, that's why I brought up earlier. He says, Sun Tzu, put your back against the wall, put your soldiers in a position where they got to fight to live. You see what I'm saying? You have to.
Damn, I don't know what happened there, but yeah, man, we just gotta make them right choices, man. Because like I was saying,
my bad, my shit
okay,
went
you
out.
Back. Okay.
Yeah, my shit went out. My bad, y'all. Appreciate it, Coach Dude. But yeah, you know, Ignorance and discipline. These things are very important. It ain't just book smart. You don't have to be just book smart. Book smart is only going to get you so far. Basic comprehension skills are very necessary. I know it's not okay to look at my people as enemies, whether it's man or woman. That doesn't make sense. So now I got to look at why I feel this way. Why I feel this way when I why the self-hate? Why do I have self-hate? Break these things down. A lot of parents are not doing that themselves. So how the fuck they gonna give the right food for thought to the child? They don't make sense. So we got little knuckleheads. And like Alley Cat said, let me go back to what she says. She said, if two dummies raise a child, the DNA defense mechanisms can make that child surpass its genetic lineage, unless it's a monkey see, monkey do syndrome. And that's the thing. These kids got to be raised with these parents until a certain age. By that time, it's a wrap, unless something profound happens to where they realize certain things. If not, based on the culture we're in, they're going to be a bunch of zombies. I say we live in zombie land for a reason. Bandwagon riders, excuse makers, little motherfuckers. That's the best way I can put little motherfuckers, little terrible little motherfuckers, man. Bad kids is bad kids is bad kids. I don't care. They can be changed, yeah, but for now, they some little badass kids. And that's just what it is.
But a lot of times we don't tap into that real brain capacity, because if you look at the people before us, man, they built the nation, bro. They built the nation. You go generation by generation, you'll see what they attributed to the overall sense of our modern world. And look at what we attributed to the world. We attribute nothing but social media and distorted views of male imagery and how you feel about things socially. You know what I'm saying? We have not tried to innovate the world in any way, shape, or form. We too busy worried about how we feel,
how we look to others.
Yeah, and all that shit, bro. It's
I
crazy.
don't care. Look, I wear the same.
I don't care at all. Yeah,
it's just one of those things. I'm a simple motherfucker. I am. I don't see the necessity to go out and be manipulated and buying all the newest shit, the newest clothes, be updated on the newest gossip. All this shit I'm not a part of, because it takes away from the energy. It takes away from the essence of myself by contributing to it. I'm not doing that. Yes, there's problems in our community, but there's problems in everybody else's community. We ain't talking about everybody else's community, though. I don't care about what the white folks is doing over there. I do, but not to the degree where I lose focus of my community. And what I know is we are under a heavy manipulation to the point to where we make excuses for our ignorance. It ain't the white man's fault that niggas buy Jordans and will kill you over some Jordans. That's not white people's fault. Yeah, they planted the seed of chaos, but you follow through on it. Don't miss me with that shit.
Yeah. You can't worry about the enemy when you still falling for the tricks.
You can't. You can't blame nothing on the enemy. You can't blame nothing on the enemies. They doing exactly what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, it ain't like they in the suits still, and you know what I'm saying, coming and lynching folks really like they used to. You know what I'm saying? They let you do that yourself now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, go ahead, get out there and fight over this rag. Go over here, fight over this set. Go over here and fight over this woman. This, that, and the third.
You fighting for a block. You don't even own the block. You fighting for a street. You don't own shit on the street. You fighting for a color. Half the motherfuckers that rep that color don't know who you are. They don't know who you are. Y'all don't be kicking it with each other. So you might fuck around and shoot your homie because of your self-hate. Looking stupid. And then want to say, well, it's the white man. He put drugs in her and that damaged us. Yeah, we got that already. We know that already. How many times can you bring that up? Well, he brought the drugs and the guns to the community, and that's the root foundation of our all right, so you do know the problem. See, you see how we do? We know the problem.
And then choose to hop right up in there and play the game anyway. Fuck it. I might be different to make this legit. You know what I'm saying? And half the time, you know what I'm saying, you get addicted to the lifestyle. You can't get out of it. You know what I'm saying? It's contagious, bro. Like I know, you know what I'm saying? I was doing it on a small scale, a very small scale. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in a metropolitan area, bro. Like nigga, it'd have been a whole different situation, man.
You did it? Pull it. Pop it out. Yank it. My girl tooth about to fall out. She about
Yeah.
to pull it. Yank it. Just look. Wiggle it and jiggle it. Wiggle it and then and before you know it, you taste blood.
Yeah.
Dark magic. And see, look, Velvet. Excuse me, buddy. I'm smoking on this shot. Stay over there. That's the thing too, Velvet. You see how they paint dark magic as bad magic? They got us good. I'm gonna just tell you, they got us good. Got us believing dark magic is bad. Oh goodness. How?
Man,
How?
they
How is
just
that?
enticed us with our human nature, bro. Like we have temptations. There's things that you know what I'm saying. Like I say, people will. There's some people that's more susceptible to looking at shiny things, and it means something to them, and different stuff like that. And you just gotta tap into yourself to find out like what kind of person you are. You know what I'm saying? Because more people are some people are more materialistic than others. Some people are
Take him over
more
there.
emotional based than others. Some people are more physical, you know what I'm saying, and action based people than others. You know what I'm saying? You
I'm
gotta
with you.
find who you are. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with
And
you,
that's where to
man.
come to, you know what I'm saying? Magic and none of these other, you know what I'm saying, terms
Yeah,
can
watch him.
influence you more than you because you are the magic. You are the, you know what I'm saying, thing that, you know what I'm saying?
Say that again. No, say that. You what are we?
Yeah, you are the magic.
The
Yeah, you
fuck?
are the magic,
The
man.
f-
You know what
you
I'm
you
saying?
gotta throw your arms up. Something. What the fuck?
Yeah, man.
It's
That's
this
real
simple,
talk
man.
though.
See, we know what's up. We know the problems. We know the play. We choose to be ignorant. We choose to have excuses because it's comfortable. The world, the culture that we live under has made us pacified. You
That's
just
the
said it's a
perfect
play on
word,
the.
pacified.
You just said we are played on emotions. This is why so many females out this motherfucker. This is the reason why it's so many females that want to be in males positions and act like niggas. The role reversals is based on emotions, manipulation of the mind. Get out of that. Turn your TV off. Turn the music off for like a day or two. Nigga, start appreciating nature, nigga. When I wake up, the first thing I appreciate is that I get to wake up to my family. That's the first thing. I don't appreciate shit before that. Then I'm glad I can make my cup of coffee. My kids ate breakfast. Everybody slept good. See, my mind is staying on a positive. I wake up trying to stay on a positive note. Now, there's been plenty of times where I don't woke up and with phone calls that one of the homies has died or somebody's sick. Da 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 da. That. But if what the reason I say that is when those type of things happen, it's easy to listen to music to try to get your emotions different. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm listening to Fat Tone, I'm ready to rob something. If I'm listening to Sade, I'm ready to chill. If I'm listening to the Migos and shit, I'm ready to sell dope and shit. Like we know the plays are there. We know that things are manipulating us, but we don't understand to what extent until we take a step back and look at how our life is or how we are. Why do I feel this way? But if I got shitty parents who haven't done this to themselves yet, they can't teach me how to sit with myself and understand myself. They can't sit with me and show me the tactics being played against me and how to counteract those. And this is why I go back to the children, the youth. We always talk about how fucked up the youth are, and we have all the reasons to say why they are. But we don't ever really put it on the parents. We bring them up and then we let it go. It's the parents. It's the adults in this life. The kids are our future cut. Don't say that shit no more until you're doing something very proactive with yourself. Fuck the kids, with yourself, but not coffee. Give me a Coke, a Newport, and a blue. Listen. I take my coffee, I take my square, and then I hit my blunt. I'm right there with you. I just drink the coffee, wake up with the coffee, but it's too hot. It's too hot. It's too hot. But yeah, man, I just really wanted to give people the opportunity to say what they want to do, what they would do, because we always talk about what's going on and all the problems and all the fuckery. Kids are fucked up. Yeah, we talk about that, but let's talk about what we would do if we could change. What would we change? I say the ignorance level. Some say disciplinary level. Some say the emotional level. I say look at us knowing all the answers. Look at us knowing all the answers. Now you can't fix every community. It's like what's the shit called? 101 monkey rule, the 51st monkey, something like that. Anyway, a monkey learned how to clean off some food, and on an island across from him, without actually interacting with these other monkeys, the other monkeys figured out how to wash their food too. It's one of those. It's like a domino effect.
The domino effect. That's what I was gonna just say. Like this sound like the domino effect.
I
But
think it's called the 100th monkey rule, but either way, it's the same thing. And
yeah,
that's what we got to do. It ain't necessarily let's focus on changing the kids. No, I'm not saying don't. I'm not saying don't just focus on that. If you change up yourself or build yourself up even more, depending on where you're at with it, what's going on internally will reflect outwardly. It's like, and the easiest way to put this is when a man is founded in his manhood without being toxic, he's founded in his manhood. A woman is going to be naturally attracted to the masculine male who's on his shit. She going to follow right behind him. She going to follow suit because she has to step up to his level to be with him. This the same thing we got to do in the streets. If I'm on my square with the shit I'm trying to do, it's going to reflect. People are going to have no choice but to see it and respect it. Now, do they have to have an open mind to it? No. But most of the time, they're going to want to be like, damn, I like how you move. I like your temperature, man. Talk to me. Let me get some wisdom from you. I know this on a personal perspective. I know this. Not, I'm trying to give an idea. I know this for a fact. If you're on your square, motherfuckers will follow suit behind you. So when we want to get to these youth, we got to get to the parents. We got to check in the parents because they're who they're around the most. They're not around me the most. I come through the neighborhood and see them. They got to go home to these motherfuckers. So we got to check in the parents. That's an ugly ass truck. Ugly ass truck. But let's just focus on that. So if you're going to change some things up, change the ignorance of the parents because they're going to give the kids that ignorance too. And they're going to mold them around their ignorance. What I know, I'm going to feed to my kids. So if I know Cardi B, Kim Kardashian, the Real Housewives, my kids are going to know the same shit, but at their level. So it's going to be the rappers. It's going to be the trappers on the TV shows. It's going to be them. That's who, because of us. My kids don't know shit about that. They say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. They know why they say yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am. It ain't just because I said so. That's not wisdom. A lot of us have knowledge but don't know how to break it down to wisdom. Wisdom is being able to break it down to a child. These kids and half of these motherfucking parents are children. I've seen 30, 40-year-olds, male and females, be children here, mental midgets. So we got to check them in. Hey, your son, your daughter out here acting like a little hoe. Your son out here thinking he a hot boy. What you doing at home? Maybe you don't come at him like that, of course, but I'm just being blunt and straight to the
you
point.
break it down in layers, but if they
Right.
just stubborn niggas, yeah, we might have to just break it down to them like, hey,
Right.
for real, because you know what I'm saying? A lot of times, like I say, people, like the parents are kids, or the parents might be old, you know what I'm saying, but they kids still, like as far as mentality.
Kids. Yep.
So you know what I'm saying? They like, oh yeah, they living that same life. They still trying to get that hot wang or that coupe happy or whatever. Or they trying to live that life and be in the Jews and all this different stuff and being famous and whatever, being looked at a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? So they still living that life. You know what I'm saying? So the kids have to live that vicariously through them. You know what I'm saying? This is what they know. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. So you know, we know the play, y'all. We know the play. We know the strategy. We know the tactics. We talk about it. Been talking about it for years and years and years. We know about the drugs. We know about the guns in the community. We know about that. We know about all of it. I'll be tired of hearing that shit. I want to see actions, nigga. I want to see you fix yourself up. I want to see you be able to hold an intelligent conversation for more than 2 minutes before we get on some fuckery. You feel what I'm talking? A lot of surface level intelligence is teaching kids surface level intelligence. That makes no sense. Like my sister, and I use my sister as a great example. My sister was pampered because I had to be her dad, and mom worked all the time. So when mom wasn't working, I was still on dad mode. I would try to discipline my sister. I would get it from my mom. My sister grew up now with the world owes her type of energy to her. She's a great mom. She is a mom. She's a great mom, but she has this you owe me type vibe to her. And so I'm looking at my niece and my nephews, and she's having problems with my niece and my nephew. But when they come over here, they get right in line. They know how to. They know better to how to act around uncle. But I see that and I tell her it's because you're parenting. Who you are for them is only displaying what you see from them. So you can't get mad at your kids for being exactly what you molded them to be. And this thing about our egos, going back to the internet, I see people post shit that sounds good, but that's not who they are. But they do it for a like, for a share, for attention. It sounds good. But in real life, you motherfuckers is trash. And so this is what I'm telling my sister, Dav. Her name is Davion. Dav, you know, you act like a brat. That's the best way to explain it. You act like a brat. So my niece is acting like you have to get her the new shoes. You have to get her the new cell phone, the new tablets. That's you being reflected right back to you. My nephew, he a little chump. You know, he a crybaby ass motherfucker. And when he come over here, I don't treat him like that. I treat him like a young man. So they tighten up when they get here. But when they get home, they're right back to what mom allows and what mom has been giving them. And this is what we're dealing with. This is what. Absolutely, man. Trigger, I appreciate you stopping through, Trigger, for real. Here you go. The entire system breeds disconnections on multi-level agendas. For sure, Alley Cat. And that's why I'm trying to talk about as much as I can before I shake up out of here. Got to go get a haircut and shit. Got to get right for my birthday. God damn it, I'm old. But anyway, I just wanted the family to have an opportunity to speak on some shit, man, that was outside of the problems, what we go through. The same old bullshit that we talk about because it feels good. It just feels good to be able to complain about shit. Because now I don't got to do nothing. I sound good and people will agree with me every time I talk about the problems that our community faces. People love to hear that shit. They love it. We love it. We love it. But we don't like to talk about the solutions. We don't like to be put on spot and say, what would you change? So I wanted to make this stream that point. What would you do, nigga? What would you do? We know drugs came in, they sold drugs, and they left guns here, and they fucked up the community. Okay. Well, now that the aftershock is over of all that, why are we still doing it? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, what you gonna do about it? I don't know. I don't know, George. Right. So let's talk. Let's talk.
Exactly. Talk. And we all know feelings and business should be, you know what I'm saying, separate. And you know what I'm saying? That means that all personal, you know what I'm saying, feelings and how you feel about what the world, all that shit should be set aside if we know that business being the betterment of black people. You know what I'm saying? Which means that the group like a Muslim should be able to work with some Hebrews or some whatever the third, you know what I'm saying? A Republican and a Democrat should be able to work together if they black and you know what I'm saying, if they trying to really do something for black people. So you know what I'm saying? We still too set on getting that label, being in this little thing and calling myself this title and me being right instead of like, oh, what is right for us as a people? Right, you know what I'm saying? Because like people get the knowledge and then you know what I'm saying, take it and make it a biased knowledge to where, oh yeah, I'm fighting for this one specific cause.
Mm-hmm. Man, we know what's up. We know what's up, man.
Yeah, we gotta. If we want to do better for black people, we gotta set all that shit aside, man.
If you want to do better, do better.
All that shit gotta set all that shit aside, man, and do it for ourselves, bro. Do it together for ourselves, bro. And I got solutions for the collective if we ever want to become a collective. But shit, we gotta become a collective.
Simple, right. We got it, man. But I gotta shake the premises, get to this barbershop before it closed down or whatever. And like I said, I'm gonna be trying to come on every day until my birthday. My birthday is on the 6th, so I'll be coming live every day until then. So you know, Jalen cooling with the crew. Sugar Girl Talks. Excuse me, Sugar Girl TM. I appreciate y'all tapping in. I appreciate the dialogue. I appreciate the insight to the chat. My chat is one of the dopest, most knowledgeable motherfuckers around here. Double up. Peace, God. Peace, God. That's Freddy Krueger, man. I'm telling you. Don't play with it. But yeah, I'm about to shake it. But I'll be back later, Jalen, in chat.
Already.
I appreciate y'all.
I appreciate you too, bro.
My dog, my dog. But yeah, it's been a dope conversation, man. You know, we ain't take no shorts, we ain't take no cuts, and everybody was on the same understanding, man. We're dope. We're powerful people. Everybody can hear this. If you hear this later on, if you watch this later on, whatever, you're dope. You're awesome. You're amazing. Every word that I could think of, that's what you are. You individually and us as a collective, you know. We know the problems. We know the plays. We know the strategies. We know the tactics. We know the reasons. Get active. You know, check some shit in. A lot of this shit falls on the parents. A lot of it. Not everything, because every child has a time where they got to make their own decision. But give them the right food for thought. Be blunt with it. Be classy with it, but be blunt with it, you know. Like I said, my daughters, they know how men act. Men don't act like women. Men don't dress like women. Men don't talk like women. Men ain't emotional as women in reaction. Certain things, same thing for the females. You gotta, we know what's up. Just get active, man. Get active. I'm tired of hearing about the causes, nigga. I don't give a fuck no more about the causes. Let's get some action behind fixing it up, man. Yeah, that's all. I love y'all. I appreciate those who appreciate me. I love those who love me. Everybody else is fuck you, but I appreciate you. But I only appreciate those who appreciate me for real. And only those who love me for real, man. You and Ty birthday, he'll be 12. Huh. Listen, he gonna jump on my birthday stream then, Velvet. Sugar Girl Talks. I appreciate you, Queen. Alley Cat, Keek, Velvet Wind, Brazy, Coach, Double Up. Man, everybody came in. Trigger Man. Everybody came in this motherfucker. Coach jumped on my shit. KK. Man, I had the family in here. Goddamn. Absolutely. With that being said, let me not make this long as y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. You're awesome and amazing. And I'm out. Always treated and players me. You know what it is.